Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Rui. The possibility and the inevitability of losing you always plagued him, day and night, in his nightmares, and in the wake of his dreams. He would see you and your smile, and he would remember just how fleeting human life could be. But he loves you. He loves you so much, and the possibility of losing you, it terrifies him. It truly does. And that's why he tries to do his best not to let it get to him. But there was not a single thing that he could do, and that's why he felt the need to approach you about it. He went over to you one day, sitting next to you, and trying his best to sound convincing. He said, "Moyan, I need you to listen to me. It's very important." "Of course. What is it? Is something wrong, Ree? You seem a little bit bothered." "I wouldn't say something was wrong, but I have been bothered about something, as you might say." "Well, what is it? Please tell me." And then after a little bit more fidgeting from him, he decides to tell you the truth about his thoughts on what he's been feeling. But it's a little bit too much, and he doesn't know how to word it properly. But he tries to convince you. He really does. "Please, Ryan. Please. It's the best for both of us. For you. You won't have to worry, and I won't have to worry about you. And then we'd have so much time together. I'd be with you for as long as we can live." He holds your hands, looking into your eyes desperately. You can tell he wants this more than anything else. So you squeeze his hands back, gentle, before looking away. "I can't give you that. I can't. But, look, Rui, I'll try my best. And I'll try to maybe think about it. Just a little bit. So don't hope for much. Alright?" And though he looks saddened by it, and he has a feeling that you won't agree anyway, he nods. "Alright then. Whatever you say, Ryan. In the end, it's your choice, and I can't do anything about it," he ends up saying, wrapping his arms around you and kissing you sweetly. He doesn't want there to be any arguments between the two of you. In fact, it's the very last thing that he wants, and that's why he would hold you close and wish that he forgets about this entire situation and the conversation he had. But soon enough, you actually approach him about it, and you wrap your arms around him. "Rui, I think that maybe we can do this. But promise me one thing." You tell him, and he looks at you, his eyes wide. He never really thought that you would agree, and he's in relief that you did in the end. "Alright, Ryan. Tell me." "I need you to promise me one thing, Rui. Promise me that you won't let me hurt others. Alright?" And he looks at you, hesitant, but he nods. He will try his best, and if he can't, then that will be the only promise that he would unwillingly break. Muzan, he never really thought that the demon slayers would stoop so low as to have revenge, but apparently one of them decided to do so, and to threaten you, to hurt you, just to get back at him and to get a reaction out of him. He did not know their plans, and he didn't care about them enough, because the moment that you were hurt, he had murdered them. Every single one who was around you that moment. and he held you in his arms, desperate, pleading for you to live. Moyan, you'll be okay. I promise you. I'll make sure of that, he says, and he's trying his best to stop the bleeding. But he realizes the injury is too severe for that. So he just holds you close, and his heart is beginning to tear apart with grief when he realizes he only has two options here: whether to lose you forever or risk it and turn you into a demon as well. And that's what he chose in the end. He would help you. He will make sure you do not lose yourself. He will make sure you remain the same. But he can't handle losing you. If he loses you, then he may as well lose everything good that he's ever had. He stays by your side the entire time, kissing your cheek and running a hand through your hair. And he hopes that when you wake up you'll be fine. He wishes and hopes over and over that you will at the very least remember him, and that everything will stay the same, and that you won't hate him for turning you into a demon. But it was all hope in the end. When you woke up, you were confused for a few days, asking him many questions, but he's done his best to try and return your memories. He was not mad at you for the initial resentment and the way you seemed to distrust him, because he knows that it's only fair in the end. I'm sorry, Mayan. I really am. But I had no choice. And I know you'll understand this. With enough time, I'm sure you will. But for now, please rest, and you'll get better soon enough. He will even prepare you packets of blood himself, just so you could eat it and get some nourishment. And though you refuse at first, you're quite hungry, and you end up drinking it anyway. In the end, he's just as lost as you are, hoping that you'll be back to him, that you will trust him again, and that you will remember all the fond memories that the two of you have shared.